The world trembles beneath endless water. What if survival itself meant outrunning walls of waves, sheltering from storms that shattered the earth, and learning to live not only against predators, but against the planet itself? Could fragile tribes endure an age where floods returned again and again, leaving nothing but shattered bones and memories? This is not a tale of nature's beauty. It is a legend of survival against the ocean's fury, a myth carved in mud, stone, and fear. The tribe is already on the move. The sky is gray, swollen with clouds heavy as stone, and the river beside them is rising fast. Australopithecus males and females, small in stature, yet fierce in instinct, wade through knee-deep water, while balancing bundles of roots and stones in leaf-woven baskets. Their children cling to the hips of their mothers, wide eyes fixed on the trembling trees. Every step is desperate, for the water laps higher, with each heartbeat pulling at ankles, dragging them backward toward the floodplain. A sudden roar splits the air, not from beasts, but from the river itself. Logs torn free by the current hurtle past like charging buffalo. A young male slips, vanishing beneath the swirl, and instantly two others dive without hesitation. They seize his arms, dragging him to the bank, coughing mud and water, alive, but trembling. The tribe does not pause to celebrate. They know the wave has not yet come. From the open grassland, the low rumble builds. The elders point toward the horizon. The sea itself seems to move inland. A long wall of white foam rises in the distance, devouring trees and scattering beasts. Antelope leap in panic. Crocodiles thrash toward higher ground, and vultures spiral overhead, sensing death to come. The tsunami races closer. The tribe sprints. Bare feet slap against soaked earth. Some carry sharpened stones, not for hunting, but for clinging to rocky outcrops when the wave strikes. They scramble toward a jagged ridge, climbing with hands slick from rain. The smallest are lifted, shoved upward, their cries silenced by the thunder of water. The first impact comes like the strike of a giant fist. The wave crashes against the ridge, spraying the tribe with salt and fury. Those clinging to the stones strain every muscle as torrents tear at their legs. One basket is ripped away, its contents of roots and tubers lost to the swirling abyss. The tribe's food vanishes in seconds. When the water recedes, leaving debris and drowned creatures in its wake, silence falls. The survivors cling together, breathing hard, dripping and shivering. Below them, the plains are gone, transformed into a broken inland sea. Dead fish scatter the water's edge, mixed with shattered nests and uprooted trees. Hunger stirs already, their stores are lost. Yet there is no time to mourn. A shadow moves in the floodwater. A crocodile, massive and ancient, drifts toward the ridge where the tribe clings. Its eyes gleam, patient and merciless. The wave has brought not only destruction, but predators into their midst. The crocodile glides closer, its ridged back slicing through the debris-strewn floodwater. The tribe reacts with instinct older than memory. Two males grab long branches wedged between rocks, stripping them into crude spears with stone flakes. They jab downward, splashing and shouting without words, only guttural roars of defiance. The beast lunges upward, its jaws snapping, teeth flashing white. One spear splinters, but the other strikes its eye. The crocodile thrashes violently, churning the water red, then sinks back into the depths, vanishing as quickly as it came. The tribe has survived, but their fear has doubled. Hunger gnaws. The wave carried away their roots and berries. With night approaching, the tribe descends carefully from the ridge. The landscape is unrecognizable forests, flattened plains drowned. Only carcasses litter the shallows, fish stranded in mudbirds, stunned by the storm. Women gather them swiftly using sharpened shells to scrape flesh from bone. Fires cannot be lit. The air is still too soaked, so they eat raw, tearing at slippery meat to quiet the ache in their stomachs. The night is restless. Rain falls in sheets, lightning forks across the sky, and thunder shakes the ground. The tribe huddles beneath a rocky ledge pressed together for warmth. Children whimper. Elders hold them tight, and the hunters keep stone clubs ready for any predator drawn by the smell of carrion. Every flash of lightning reveals eyes in the dark hyenas circling, waiting for weakness. Morning brings no peace. Instead, another threat emerges: a rival tribe. Across the flooded plain, figures appear: other Australopithecus, their bodies smeared in mud, their hands clutching stone tools. They too have lost food, lost ground, and desperation sharpens their movements. At first, the two tribes stare across the waterlogged earth, wary, silent, each waiting for the other to retreat. Then, a cry rings out, a challenge, raw and primal. The rival tribe charges. The clash is sudden and brutal. Clubs strike against branches, stones smash against bone. There is no language, only snarls and screams. Mud sucks at their feet as bodies collide. One young female defends a child with a stone blade, slashing at a rival who lunges too close. Blood mixes with water, and for a moment, chaos reigns. But survival is not only strength, it is strategy. The elders of the besieged tribe call for retreat with urgent gestures. They scramble back toward higher ground, pulling children with them, leaving the flooded plains to their enemies. It is not defeat, but wisdom: better to live and lose territory than to die in mud. Exhausted, bruised and bloodied, they ascend a rocky slope, gazing back as the rival tribe howls in triumph over the drowned plains. Yet even those victors stand on doomed land, for the ocean has not finished its assault. The clouds darken again, winds howl, and the waterline creeps higher. The battle for territory will mean nothing if the world itself drowns them all. And then, as if the sky itself splits open, another flood surges from the horizon. A second wave, taller and faster, charges inland, swallowing trees and carcasses alike. The tribe clings together, their eyes wide, their breaths shallow. The question is no longer who controls the land, but who will survive the night. The second wave strikes with a force that dwarfs the first. It sweeps over the lowlands, erasing the rival tribe in an instant, their cries lost beneath the roar of water. Trees topple like stalks of grass, and boulders roll like toys. The survivors on the rocky slope cling desperately, nails scraping stone arms locked around one another. Mothers shield their children with their own bodies as torrents crash over them. The world becomes a blur of spray and chaos. For a long, breathless moment, it seems no one will endure. The water tears at their grip, pries at their limbs, drags them toward the abyss. Yet stubbornly, against the will of the ocean, they hold. One by one they emerge, gasping, coughing, clinging to jagged rock, as the flood recedes again, leaving wreckage and silence. When the waters finally withdraw, the land is transformed beyond recognition. What was once grassland is now a drowned wasteland punctuated by broken trees and stranded fish. Corpses of antelope and crocodiles lie tangled in mud. The tribe descends carefully, their bodies bruised but alive. They scavenge immediately. Fish plucked from pools, birds battered by the storm. Hunger sharpens their movements. Even in ruin, life must be wrested from death. Then comes the moment of reckoning. The tribe gathers in a circle around a shallow fire, sparks coaxed from dry bark found deep in a crevice. Smoke rises into the storm-streaked air. They cook what little they have, sharing scraps of roasted fish, passing them hand to hand. No one eats alone. Children laugh weakly as warmth returns, and the elders close their eyes in weary relief. Above them, the sky finally clears. The storm has spent its fury. In its place, stars emerge brilliant and unshaken, indifferent to the chaos below. For the first time in days, silence reigns without fear. The tribe knows the plains are no longer theirs. They must move inland, away from the ocean's wrath, toward higher ground, where rivers cannot so easily betray them. It is not defeat, but adaptation. They gather their meager tools, stone flakes, woven baskets, branches hardened by fire, and prepare for a new migration. Before leaving, one young male climbs the ridge once more. From its height, he looks over the drowned world. The rival tribe is gone, claimed by the waters. The land is broken, but his own people endure. He raises his arms not in triumph, but in defiance. A silent vow that as long as they breathe, the floods will not erase them. The tribe begins its march into the unknown footprints, pressing into soft mud, fading quickly under the weight of time. Yet, their unity is unbroken. Against predators, against rivals, against the ocean itself, they have survived. And in that survival, a legend is born of a people who faced the fury of endless floods and carried their fire into tomorrow.